Halo Infinite currently has three main weapons competing for the mid-range area of the sandbox. Today, we are going to figure out which one is king. To do this, we're going to compare the two types of kills you can get with each gun. First is a body kill, and second is a kill with a headshot. Note that unlike previous Halo titles, for a headshot to do damage, you'll have to have broken your opponent's shield first. Otherwise, all the damage to the head will be the same as a regular body shot. First up we have the Bandit, which kills with 7 shots to the body, and 5 shots with a headshot. The Battle Rifle will also kill in 7 shots, but will only take 4 if you land a headshot. Despite only needing 4 shots, it takes the same amount of time to kill as the Bandit's 5 shots. The Commando needs a whopping 15 shots out of 20 to kill, or 9 with a headshot. However, if you do manage to pull off this perfect kill with the Commando, it only takes 1 second to gain the kill, which makes it faster than both the Bandit and the Battle Rifle. Something to know about all Halo Infinite weapons is that they have aim assist within the red reticle range. For the aim assist to kick in though, you will need to be moving your mouse or right thumbstick on controller. In this example, I am pushing one direction with the thumbstick, but you will notice that as the reticle passes over my enemy, it tugs slightly in the direction they are moving, even if it is the opposite direction that I was aiming. I want you to see real quick that the Bandit has massive recoil, while the Bandit Evo has no recoil at all, even at long distance. Unlike the Bandit, the Battle Rifle has no recoil at all between shots, but it does have recoil during shot. What I mean by that is that because it is a 3-round burst, as you pull the trigger, each shot in the burst will go up slightly, meaning if you aim at the chest, by the end of the burst you could get a headshot and still get the perfect kill. This is not something you can do in previous titles like Halo 2 with the Battle Rifle. You'd have to aim at the head to get a headshot, because if you aimed at the chest, it would not recoil up during the shot to give you the headshot. The Commando, being the only fully automatic weapon of the three, has the worst recoil. It's worse than the Bandit. However, by simply tapping the trigger rapidly, you can maintain a high fire rate without having the same recoil as if holding down the trigger. I'll quickly mention that the Battle Rifle and the Commando have ×2 zoom while scoped in, while the Bandit only has 1.4 or 1.6 if using the Evo variant. Instead of ranking these weapons from worst to best, I'm going to rank them from their risk-reward factor. The Battle Rifle seems to have the least amount of risk, and is the easiest to use. Because it is a 3-round burst, as you swipe over an enemy, even if you partially miss the shot, you can deal some damage from 1 or 2 of the 3 shots. Meanwhile, the Bandit, if you miss the shot, you do 0 damage entirely. Finally, we have the Commando. It is the most difficult of the 3 to use, but it does reward with the fastest time to kill if you can land all of the shots. I do think that the Commando is the most fun of the 3 weapons. However, I would recommend sticking with a Battle Rifle or Bandit just because it is easier to land the shots. I ran similar tests in previous seasons of Halo Infinite, and it seems that the Commando killed with 8 shots to the head instead of 9, so I'm not sure if I just miscounted or if the Commando's been nerfed. I do think the Commando needs a slight upgrade to compete with the Bandit and the Battle Rifle. Between the Bandit and Battle Rifle, I think they're equally good, it just depends on your distance. The Battle Rifle does have the 2x scope, while the Bandit has the 1.4 or 1.6, so I'd recommend the Bandit at closer range and the Battle Rifle at a little bit further, although they do seem to have quite a good deal of overlap. So there you have it, the Battle Rifle is the easiest weapon of the mid-range weapons to use. The Bandit is honestly not far behind at all, but then there's a pretty big gap between first, second place, and then third place, which is the Commando, which is currently the hardest to use, but potentially the best. Did I get anything wrong? Let me know. And hey, I'd like to hear your go-to weapon in the comments. Anyway, that's all for now.